Way! We did it! We did it! Guys, speak so I can make sure. Okay, you can be heard. Yay! Welcome back, guys, to Rolex Play, where we roll dice and play games. And we're back on with our Friday sessions beyond the Trial Veil. We're missing Max today, but we have somebody new joining us. You might recognize them from Tuesday games. Yay! Arnie's with us. Yay!
Playing
Who
as
does
the
not have
beautiful stickman. Hello.
yes, who doesn't have the art figured out yet. So we have this beautiful masterpiece of a placeholder for now. But since it's been a bit since the last session, would somebody like to do a recap?
Sure.
Go for it.
The last time we had a session, we finally exited the cave after fighting the giant shadowy creature thing, only to find two new shadowy creature things that to Neiman and Helio looked like their loved ones. Nerky and Gerard didn't see that, so we had a little situation with that, but after fighting them, kind of. They just disappeared into the ground, and we left off back into the village. On our way there, we ran into three people trying to run away, um, and we had an argument, conflict with them, which led to one of them nearly dying and then making himself disintegrate. We continued talking to the other two, and technically tying them up and holding them there. And we learned that the beast was actually theirs. And then we got to meet Zlatana, the village chief, who took them in and also invited us to her house for some tea, where we learned about the hag that we are going after and about two new hags that we will have to fight or meet along the way to the final one, where Gerard nearly left us due to Puck being Puck and their little situation. uh, but Neiman stopped him, and then Neiman and Helio went and got wasted. And well, Nerky and Gerard had a really deep conversation. And then we learned that Nelio? I made a
Nelio.
shit name. Okay.
The child.
That Helio has wings. And went to bed with a new knowledge. Everyone woke up with a hangover.
Oh
And oh, Sophie.
no.
my God,
Okay.
All good. I'm back.
No. And the next day we went to the blacksmith, if I remember correctly. We went to check on the people who we knew passed out or were passed out due to the runes, to see if they're well now, and they were, and they had a shadow. And the blacksmith actually gave us a coupon for when we get to Ledograd, if I'm not mistaken. And we went and found a carriage to share with a little lizard called Leo, who Neiman was suspicious of, and but he ended up being a really sweet little lizard. And yeah, we're now going on our merry way.
Yeah, you guys set off to your new destination, which is the city of Ledograd. Neiman, you know that you were there before. So you approximately know that now with the carriage, it'll probably take you a bit less time than it took you and Gerard on foot to get there. But it's still around 2 days of travel if all goes well. So, you guys tell me, what do you do in those 2 days of travel? We can start off with Helio.
Helio would probably not spend a lot of time talking to people. he's a bit shaken from everything that's happened. He's still in his own mind a lot, and he tries to make use of the new, bunch of nature and flowers he's seeing for the first time. So he'd probably try to find some ingredients for teas or bonding with bugs or something along those lines.
So you can either roll me survival or animal hand
What
or
is
nature,
that's the same.
actually. To be fair, because you're looking for.
Yeah, it's the same for 3. Oh, that's self-roll. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Question mark.
We'll never know.
It was a 16, but we'll do it
No,
again.
we could. If it's 16, I believe.
Thank you.
So, you're looking specifically like for some plans for like teas and stuff like that, or like anything that stands out. What exactly?
Yeah, to like make stuff from it, I guess, for ingredients.
Gotcha. Can you roll me a d6, please?
Let me not do a self-roll again.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you do it again? Just roll d6?
Yeah, in the chat you have like the little icons of the dice at the bottom.
Do they
But you can also
work?
tab /roll.
Sure.
Yeah,
basically.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
both.
it's it's one button. So you collect 3 bundles of different kinds of plants. We'll say one is more like for teas, one are more medicinal, and one are like aromatic, nice smelling
Yeah.
flowers,
Cool.
etc. So
Let's
you
go.
can add that to your inventory, and you make friends with some bees. The way that seem to have been pollinating these plants.
Oh yeah.
You find this like one bumblebee that fell asleep in the flower that you were picking up. It's just this covered in pollen, big fluffy thing.
Oh, that's gonna be my new pet for the rest of the campaign.
Okay,
name
just
it-
take it with you.
Okay, what I'll name it? Yeah.
You all hear eventually the like small buzzing inside the flower, but it seems to be okay with whatever the situation is.
Cool.
Cool. So you do that during the 2 days of travel. Niemand, what do you do?
Neiman definitely catches up on the sleepy mist during to adventuring, which, who does that? So he spends a lot of time just chilling on the cart, trying to not be disturbed. And whenever he is for some reason disturbed, he will reluctantly interact with people, chat with the other party members, obviously, and also attempt to inspire some tricks into them. Essentially, he's just leaning over and going like, "Do you want me to show you a coin trick? I can do that since I'm awake either way. Do you want me to show you a coin trick?"
If
Just
you're
to
doing like
evoke
little
the
tricks
unlucky.
and stuff, you can do a performance or sleight of hand check to see how well you pull this
Oh,
off in
no.
front of people.
Okay. If I roll that one again, I'm quitting.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Okay. See, that's what I'm supposed
How
to be
did you
rolling
get
when
a
I roll
plus
that.
14?
The item you permitted me to have.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Damn.
I forgot about that.
Insane.
So what kind of trick do you do? Do you do like a disappearing coin, or like what kind of trick?
Yeah, just a standard, having a coin essentially disappear from one place just to appear, ooh, it's in the other hand now, haha, how did I do that? And he's just essentially playing around with a coin, specifically a bronze coin that, upon closer inspection, could be of religious origin, but who knows? And he's just playing around with it, making it appear in places, disappear from other places. Yeah.
Whoever's watching, you see him is doing this very skillfully, and besides his one failed attempt at sneaking, he does seem to be quite good at like being slightly deceitful or hiding. Yeah, just sleight of hand. Tricks up his sleeve. He says as he pulls out the coin from his sleeve where it was previously in
Yes.
his other hand.
Also, during those 2 days, do we ever meet any other travelers? Is there ever anyone going in the other direction?
You
House where we left
see
from?
maybe like a few carriages pass you by in the other direction, so they're going towards
Mm.
where you are towards Savannah essentially, or further south. But nobody who seems to be going in the same direction as you so far.
Okay, perfect, perfect. If
Uh-huh.
there's any of them that look like they have way too much money and could spare some of that, he's definitely going to be trying to sell them something above worth. So just be like, this is a dagger that was taken off the lead of the Minotaurs during the last skirmish. It will hold unimaginable wealth if you sell it after the war. It will be a relic that will be spoken about it for centuries. Just spinning up
Unfortunately, there
stories.
doesn't seem to be any nobles or people who seem to have a lot of money on them passing by. So you'll have to say, but you
That's a
are going
shame.
into the city, and there are bound to be more naive noble folk there. So you prep your speeches, you prep your tricks.
He's just sitting there writing in a notebook, going, "Okay, wait. So, okay, Minotaurs are important. War's important. Rebellion's important. What else can I use to influence people?"
Gerard just kind of gives you a side eye as you're doing all of that, shakes his head. Never change, Niemand. Uh, but Nerky, what do you do for the 2 days of travel?
Zoning out and looking, uh, going nonverbal. And just like observing the landscape because Nerky hasn't really traveled a lot outside of Falcon, their hometown. Um, and is kind of trying to process that like they're going somewhere with this group of technically strangers, but not really strangers right now. Like it's a weird transitional phase of them being like, damn, I have friends, I guess. Um, and they will also like they of course engage in conversation if someone like or the tricks that Neiman does. They're like, oh, how do you do that? But usually just like being pretty quiet, and they will also analyze if the eye or and pain changed
Mm,
from like the previous period before they rested in the village.
mm. Gerard will offer to help you with that. Um, and you can roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Yes. How do you do with advantage?
So it'll prompt
I-
you. You can click with advantage before.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
uh, you can sense that uh the feeling you had before is gone. Like it's completely gone now that you're outside of this village. But you don't get much anything else from it. It still is its normal self. It does hurt sometimes to look through it. And with so many people being around in a very small confined space, perhaps you're not fully open to seeing with it as much as you would be if you were alone.
Mhm.
There's some sort of hesitation within you. Okay. But days pass by. Leo sometimes chats to you guys about his fishing adventures, shows you his book of records of many fish of different sizes he caught. Um, it's not a big list, but it's a list. He's trying his best. But
Mhm.
you, Neiman, know that you kind of start recognizing the landscape around you. And you can roll me a perception check as you know you're approaching the city at this point. Cool.
Well, 5.
Okay. Yeah. Seems normal. Not a lot seems to have changed since you were last there. You think maybe there's like 10 more minutes till you're at the gate. The one thing you do remember that is very significant about Ledograd is that it is centered on a river island. But this part of the river is the top layer is completely frozen in ice. There are some legends surrounding it. Why is it the only place of the river that's covered in ice, even though it's nowhere near a mountain, nor is it always cold in this place? It's very dangerous, and most city officials will stop you from encroaching on said ice. And the only way to get inside the city is through a drawbridge. Jesus, I'm losing my voice. But it's mostly been down. You haven't seen it up ever since the rebellion had liberated the city. You continue going until you feel the carriage stop. You all turn to look, and Leo kind of peers through the little cloth in the back. Um, there might be a problem up ahead.
What sort of problem?
Kind of looking back between you and guys and whatever's ahead.
I'm just gonna get off the carriage to have a look myself.
All right. Is
No,
anyone else getting off the carriage?
me as well.
I'll
All
stay in.
Okay.
Leo's
Then
scared.
Nerd and Neiman can roll a perception check.
Oh, yay! Let's see if it gets better. Oh, it did get better.
Yeah. in the similar fashion as
Blind.
always, Nerky blind.
Blind.
You really need to cut those bangs.
Why do I have a
because they're
third eye?
getting in the way, but Neiman, you kind of peek out from the side a little bit, staying wary if in case there's danger, and you see first of all, not too far from you, a little bit ahead, two other people, seemingly not nobles or anything of the kind, just like normal travelers, with their own cart who have stopped and are kind of looking out towards where the city is and the bridges. You look past them, you kind of move more to the side, and you see something that wasn't there before. You see on the side you're on of the bridge, almost right in front of it, a camp has been set up. And you recognize this type of camp. You know these types of camps are made by the Minotaur army. The bridge is currently up, and you can see 4 figures on the side that you're currently on. You can't really make them out from this distance, but you can tell 3 of them are large and 1 is slightly.
Do they have horns?
You can tell that some of them do have horns.
Ah. He's just gonna get back on the carriage. Okay, yeah, that is a problem.
Yeah.
It appears the city might be under siege.
Huh?
Maybe. There's a Minotaur camp right in front of it. But that doesn't have to mean that maybe it's a peaceful Minotaur war camp.
Can Minotaurs be peaceful?
Not in my experience. And he's specifically gonna look over to Helio. Do they have their wings covered?
It's not right now, but he's covering it ASAP.
Yeah, okay, good. But I suppose we don't really have much choice. Well, we have the ice as an option, but not recommended. We could try and simply pass by, go through the camp. but if it's actually a siege and they're warring with the city, they might not let us through. We can go the ice way, but dangerous and likely to break us into the ice. And Leo,
Yeah.
is there another way into the city that we could avoid all that?
No. No.
No.
Not that I mean, unless you can jump really far, but that's a big jump.
Right.
Oh,
Um,
I
maybe we can talk to those people. They seem to have been here for a bit.
the
He
camp.
means the two
Yeah,
other travelers,
the two other
right?
travelers who are
Okay.
looking.
I was like,
But the Minotaurs, he seems to be very frightened as he's like, you can see that he's caught that the Minotaurs are there and like pools of sweat slightly dripping
yeah.
from his face, just like, "Arr."
Yes, right. Nucky, you have this
Yes.
lovely harmless atmosphere around yourself. How about you go and talk with those two lovely strangers over there? Just we're right here. If they seem dangerous, just alert us. We can run right over. But you
Okay. And Nick is gonna walk out and slowly approach the people.
You see it as two humans, a woman and a man, and they're kind of like looking concerned. They seem to have noticed your presence and kind of acknowledge that you stopped, but haven't really approached to talk. But they see you and they turn around.
Hello.
Hello.
Do, we were told that you've been here for a while, so I wanted to ask you, do you have any information on what is going on up ahead?
Yeah, we've been here for a day, kind of just camping out, seeing if this will get resolved. We've only heard the stuff to the grapevine, but it seems to be pretty tense right now.
Hmm. Uh, do you think it could like get solved soon, or?
Well, from what I understand, there's a bit of a hostage situation happening.
Oh, uh, Naki's just gonna awkwardly turn around and go back to
Just like look at like, oh, okay,
okay.
just like, okay, goodbye, I guess.
Oh.
Turn around, do 180, walk back to the cart.
Yeah. They said they've been here for 1 day, and then there is apparently a hostage situation.
Okay.
And,
Who's holding
and
who hostage?
I don't know.
Goes back. No, okay.
Well, did they seem harmless? Did they seem
oh
like
yeah,
they were
the two people they seem quite nice.
okay? Amazing. Then I guess let's just do what they did, set up camp, unless someone else has another suggestion. Because I don't look forward to riding into that.
Same. I'm scared of them. No.
As you
Yeah.
say that, you hear this loud creaking noise. As you start to see, all of you now, the drawbridge being lowered slowly. It is this very, very long wooden bridge that spans across the entire river. And it is slowly being just pulled down. Arne, Semik
Yes.
has been in the city for a little bit, and in the past 3 days, it has essentially been on lockdown, and you haven't been able to leave. Could you please roll me just a quick perception check to see,
Yeah, sure.
actually, just roll me 3 to see how much you would have managed to hear about what is going on and what the situation is.
Yeah, 3 perception checks.
Yes, for the 3 days. Okay. Nice. Nice. You've kind of been at the front of it all, wanting to leave, especially with the letter you've received, and being in a hurry. So you've managed to kind of hear everything that's been going on, even see some of it from the walls of the city. You know that a person who has been leading this city before, the prince and the forefront of the rebellion has kind of been appointed, new leader has been taken by the Minotaurs, who have staged an ambush. And the first day was mostly them coming up with a plan and closing down the walls so no more break-ins or ambushes happen. And the second day has been them trying to see if negotiations are possible. Now, you have kind of, the prince had gathered most people in the square and explained that there would be a negotiation and for people to stay inside their homes and as away from the walls as possible, especially the south side where the bridge is. You can choose to follow said orders, but there are some people who have taken up arms and have gone up to the wall right before the opening of the gate to kind of watch and be ready for any kind of skirmish that might happen if the negotiations fail. What do you think, Sevik would?
I'd say Savik also goes to the walls, not armed, as he has a staff, I guess.
Yeah, understood.
But yeah, he'd go there, try to find a watch point from where he can observe the situation.
Oh, got it. Do me a quick investigation, please. You find a good enough spot where you're kind of both safe and have an okay view of what's going on. It is pretty high up. As you're like in one of the towers that are placed like watchtowers along the wall, the outer wall of the city. So you have an okay view of what's going on. I will at this same moment ask Helio, well, actually all 3 of you, to roll either a perception check or an arcana.
Bro.
Oh god.
Okay, never mind.
10, 6, 7. Let's go.
As the bridge is being drawn, do you guys go forward or do you stay put?
Oh.
No.
Hell no. Where we are. Not getting involved.
Okie dokie.
I think.
Got it. Cool. I mean, you can get close just so you're within, like, being able to hear what's going on. Because from here
That
you
sounds too
cannot.
close for my liking.
Okay, fair enough.
Because if we can hear them, they can hear us.
Exactly.
Depends how loud you speak, but fair enough. All right then. Well, then Sevik is the only one who will be able to hear what is going on. Let's move, shall we?
Oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Is that a battle map? Why is it okay? No, Robbie has explained to me. Robbie's not Max. Robbie's not Max. Robbie's
I am not
Max.
Max. I create maps
Drama.
when there might not be a fight. You can place yourself on one of these towers if you would like. If you have your
It's loading. There you go.
either
Okay.
here. I should probably put us in the combat session so people can see the damn map. Should I? Oh, I hope the cameras stay the same. If not, gulp. Gulp.
Although
I
I'd say I'm.
Oh god, fucking that. You know what? It's fine.
With
I
that.
saw it for a split second. You and I need to see more. Oh, you would place yourself there. Cool, cool, cool. You see the gate slowly open as who you know to be Prince Anton, the young leader of the rebellion, walks out with 3 soldiers behind him in this plate white armor and their helmets shaped kind of like wolf heads. He walks confidently. But roll me a insight check, please.
Sure.
I'll
Let's see where do I
send
have that.
the
There it is.
art. 15. Okay, give me a quick there you go. Okay. You can tell there is some anxiety in him as he's walking forward, but he's putting up a front. You see 2 of the 3 men kind of stay behind here. We'll pretend there's tokens of them. While only one goes forward. And you see on the other side the kind of bigger than the rest of them minotaur that's like in full black fur, long horns that kind of go outward and then go up in a sharp point, and this like black, not slicked back hair, but it's going in this like almost like it's been blown back by the wind, just permanently staying like that hair. Very muscular, and but also kind of like slightly hunched back. And you see he is holding with one hand both wrists of what seems to be this in her 30s kind of look, elven, half elven woman with long ginger curly hair going all the way down to her knees. And she seems to have perhaps taken a few. Do you do anything or do you just watch for now?
I'd say for now I just watch. I'm not sure what I could do.
Got it. Can you do me a quick perception check to just see how well you can hear what they're saying?
Yeah, sure.
You hear some of the conversation. It's hard to make out some of the words, especially from the Minotaur side, as his voice is like very growly, very hoarse, and he has a very thick accent. As perhaps they don't speak common as often. But you see the prince kind of like stand up, not stand up, just puts himself forward. No blade in hand for now, but it is at his side. He glares at the Minotaur. I think we can all get out of this without any more bloodshed on this ground. Return her to us, and you can just go back, and there won't be any blood spilled. And the Minotaur kind of looks down, looks back at her, then slowly looks back at him. Blood spilled. No, I think we're quite fine with blood being spilled, but I think you're not. I don't think you want her dead. For whatever reason. She seems quite valuable to you, even though she's just. And you can see even from afar, the way he looks at her, there is disdain and disgust in his face. A half elf. Half of those vile little creatures. But for whatever reason, she's important to you, so I don't think you have the upper hand here, really, to argue that we'll leave just empty-handed. You see, he kind of furrows his brows, the prince. From what I remember, we won, and your men failed on this land. So I wouldn't really count on you winning, if it does come to that. Sure, I could die, but so will she. And in the end, she's much more valuable to you in this long run. If you ever want to achieve any of what you and your little men want to do. So I come here with a proposal. You let us back into the city, and we rule half and half. You leave with your men, you put her back in charge, and we share. I think that's more than generous enough. You notice that kind of angers him a little bit. You see his hand hovers over the blade, and as it does, you see the knight behind him, like almost mimics in the exact same motion, hovering his hand over the sword, but he resists. Is there anything you do while this is happening, Sevik? Or do you keep watching? Arne?
Yeah, I'm thinking because I don't think there is anything I can do without one-sidedly starting a conflict.
Okay. Got it. Neiman, Helia, and Narki can roll me perception checks again, please.
Do we even want to perceive?
No, Nima does not want to perceive.
Okay. You guys are kind of like, I don't want to see how this ends. But Helio, you can notice that tensions are getting high. You can almost hear them both starting to raise their voices the more they speak. However, amongst all the yelling and the tension, you also hear something else. Something that passes by you quickly. And something faint. This slight jingle bells that is going towards that direction. And being a fae yourself, you clock this presence. You know this is something from your world. You know that this, whatever it passed, is similar to you. And is similar, in a sense, very similar, to Puck.
Huh.
Not exactly him, you would recognize it. But this seems to be from the same the same energy he has, this thing has it too. As it just.
Guys, I feel Puck's negative vibes. I don't know what it is, but I can feel some bad shit happening.
Puck is here?
No, I don't think it's him. It's just his aura. I feel something bad.
His aura.
Yeah.
You can roll me
Okay.
a quick either history check or arcana check.
Oh god.
Okay.
Damn.
From your brief where you're from, it is very secluded from other fae. It's a small community. However, you still know some of the origins of your kind. And you know that there is a Seelie and Unseelie court, or more commonly known here as the Summer and Winter court. Whatever kind of energy Puck and this thing have, it seems to be more akin to what you've heard is the Seelie court. Some people see Seelie court as more of the good ones, while the Unseelie is more dark and cold and unforgiving. But they are fae at the end of the day. Morals, the way people on this plane see it, do not align completely.
Yeah.
But you generally know them to just be more friendly, per se. Whether that's a good or a bad thing is up for debate.
Okay. Interesting. I'll keep that for myself.
Okay.
For now.
But you share with everyone that Puck's bad vibes are in the air.
Buck's bad vibes.
Yeah.
Do you guys do anything with the information?
Look confused.
Same, I don't know. Nerky wouldn't really know what to do except like think of looking through the eye, but then being like, I don't have anything to see, really, so.
You see Gerard kind of sigh. Didn't he say we were supposed to meet someone in here?
Yeah, but in the city. Yeah,
Yeah.
inside
Yeah,
the
okay,
city.
so let's just go.
What? We can't. What do you mean? Let's just go.
I don't want to wait here until this is resolved. Let's speed up the process.
Speed up the process. Do you want to get
I
killed?
think
No, don't ask.
Yeah.
No.
Niemand, there's 3 of them. There's 4 of us and that guy. You know, we could take them.
It's 4 of us and that guy. Have you ever fought a minotaur?
Maybe.
Okay. Not a good idea. Very bad idea. Okay, vote. I'm in favor of having a vote. So Gerard votes join war conflict, join rebellion, kill minotaurs, make ourselves public enemies. Nucky, what do you vote?
Against that, I don't want to be there.
Yes. Okay, lovely. Helio, your vote.
I ain't going there.
Okay.
Alright, if we end
perfect.
up waiting
Leo!
3 days here for you guys that this resolves, it's your fault. Kinda sits back. Arms crossed.
Yes, yes. How horrible that would be to spend 3 days comfortably sitting in a cart, eating jam. That would be such a travesty. Not getting killed, I should have added. Anyway, let's just watch for now. If it looks like conflict is going to break out anyway, maybe we can help them from a distance or something. But for now, we should sit back and wait.
Okay. Can 2 people roll me a d100, please?
Why? What for? I will run. I will roll.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, that's an extreme. I
Ooh.
don't know. Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
Why did we roll 2 extremes?
Okay. Yikes.
Oh mean yikes! No.
Sevik, can you roll me another perception check, please?
Who?
Sevik.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm deaf. I'm sorry.
You guys don't hear shit. You're too far away.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. You continue to listen in, now being able to hear them better, as they are starting to not yell at each other, but they're raising their voices. And you see the princess trying to find any way to negotiate, to try to kind of bait them out, but it doesn't seem to be working. And with a 17, well, actually, let me. Yeah. With a 17, you notice that the woman that's currently being held by the Minotaur is muttering something under her breath. And you see the prince notice that his eyes kind of widen for a moment. You can tell he's trying to mouth no. But from the ice that is like floating on top of this river, you see it shifts towards the Minotaur and hits right where into the hand that was holding her. We'll see if it manages to see. Oh, okay, it does. That is shit damage. Okay. That was 2d6 for 3 damage. Way!
Ooh. Ouch.
But it is enough to just break her free from his grasp. And she steps back from him. You can tell she seems angrier probably than either of them for the situation. And swords are being drawn at this point. I'm gonna need you to roll initiative, please.
Noticing that tensions were getting high, can I have tried to approach a bit?
Yes, you can. Where would you go? Because you're high up on a tower right now.
Yeah, can I? I have entangle. Can I use entangle like along the tower side so I can easily climb down?
Yeah. Yeah, I will say you can do that. It is just enough to get you down safely.
Okay.
Just, are you doing this
Um,
Do we
stealthily
notice
or?
Yeah, I'd say I'm doing it like somewhere over here where it's not an immediate sight, but I mean it's a not really a sneaky spell, so if they
Do
pay
me like a
attention,
sleight of
they
hand
might see
check
it.
because they were kind of focused on the conversation between each other. So,
Okay.
ooh, okay, well, yeah, not that stealthy, but even still, uh, you don't look like a soldier, so they're not too worried about you. But still, roll me an initiative check, please. You guys will see vines growing as like from one of the towers as conflict starts to break out. You see swords being drawn, and you see this giant ice spike just rise from the river.
Neiman's face it just says, "God damn it!" He's just like, "Yes, I said we'd help. Fuck it, okay."
We can try to sneak past.
You guys, more than welcome to stay behind. This might get very dangerous, so everyone's involvement is on themselves. Gerard, let's go help them.
Finally, it just stands up and starts going over there.
Wait, it says there's no combat encounter.
Oh my god. Fucking Foundry. There you go.
Alright.
Oh, yes. That's 12.14.
Oh god. Where's initiative on this sheet? Oh, there we go. Hello? Can I get my roll, please? No?
No rolls for
Okay, I
you.
guess
You've
fuck
used
my
them all up.
life. Okay. Alright. I will need to... Oh. My bad, G. I wasn't familiar with your game. Roll all. No. No, do not roll all.
Roll all the dice.
Oh, that is.
You guys can roll initiative 2 just to see when you will get there. Dog.
Oh, quickly. Fuck's sake, me.
My god, can you stop showing me information?
Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm figuring it out.
Oh, damn, we're all quick. We're all very eager to join this
Jesus
combat, aren't we?
Christ.
Oh.
These men are so... I mean, well, I said that. The knights are all gonna go on one turn, so we're... That... Jesus Christ! I am rolling like shit. For NPCs.
Happened. No, also for the good NPCs, so...
I will say Gerard is the same turn as you, Neiman, for now. As you start dashing there, I'm assuming. Can you roll
Yeah.
me a quick athletics check with advantage as you're being pulled
Oh.
along by Gerard?
Athletics. Ha, 5.
With advantage? Oh, dear, you're like... Gerard is like dashing in front of you. You don't see him, and you're like tripping over roots and vines. Like you're still making good progress as you would, but not
Yeah,
as fast
thank you.
as him. He seems to have been hungry for a fight.
Well, he wants to get in close combat, I want to get in ranged combat, so it works out.
all right. But you will not get there just this turn. The next one is Nurki. What do you do?
I do not have anything planned. I mean, I'm running towards there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it would take though. But
Yep. Just full dashing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any spell that can make it quicker or teleport, or are you saving?
I'm looking at it. I have a missed step. Yippee.
Okay. Just roll me an athletics check as well.
Yes. Oh, I lost him. Oh my god.
Hey, that's better than what I rolled.
Slightly better. You kind of make up for not being able to navigate this terrain with the misty step. You kind of catch up to Neiman and even go a bit ahead of him as you see Nurki has surpassed you somehow.
Twink.
Did you say that? Just pass it.
The
Twink.
audacity.
The twink.
I can't tell if you're talking that about yourself or if you're like insulting Neiman.
I mean, I regret the nerdiest twink, but like,
Jesus. Gluten free violence.
the twink, but like, you wouldn't say that to me.
I know, but okay. Helio.
He's not really eager to get there. He's just kind of floating a little off the ground, being like, "Oh, fuck
Showing
shit,"
your
but he's
wings,
not for
or
some reason. No.
well, it would be hard to float if your wings are
True.
covered by the cape. So you would either have to show them and fly or walk there.
Nah, he's walking.
All right.
Fuck it.
Not dashing or just walking.
Yeah. He's not gonna be there. If he has to, he'll go, but like, you
Okay.
know.
Great. Just taking a walk, leisurely walk.
Kind of stroll, yeah.
High stakes combat encounter, not on walking to the front.
But it is the Minotaur's turn now. The main one, that is. And he's going to interesting. He is going to grab or try to grab the half elf lady again. We'll see how well that goes. Oh damn! Okay, never mind. She rolled a nat fucking 20. Let's go.
Woo!
He tries
Nice
to
bad
grab her
lady.
again to get a hold of her, but just kind of shakes his head, dismissing her. Is gonna walk forward and attack. So let's see. Why no? Attack, please. Oh, I am blind. Never mind.
What? Oh.
So that does hit. Oh, okay. You see
Does he kill the prince?
as no. But it's very good damage. You see as from his side he pulls out this like big mace and he just slams it down into the prince's shoulder, who is not able to dodge it, as this bridge is very thin. There is not much where you not a lot of space to move. However, it does seem to damage the bridge also a little bit. That is his turn. It is the knight's turn. Now, one is gonna move right beside the prince in retaliation. Attack. Let's see. Oh, they have multi-attack. I forgot about that. Misses with the first one. Misses with the second one. He's kind of trying. Don't worry, Prince. We'll protect you. Just like trying to stab from like the side, but it's not really getting much anywhere. The other two will go up to the catapults that are on these watchtowers and use their action to load them. Sevik, it is your go. Now you're down on the ground, but you're still a bit away from the bridge.
Yeah, quick question.
Yes.
What's the range on my summoning?
We can say it is the same as Find Familiar. Which I believe is.
Don't know that off the top of my head. What range does Find Familiar have?
We'll say 60 feet. Fuck it. Say 60. That
Okay.
seems fair.
Okay, but first off, I'm gonna move a bit closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about 60 feet. Don't, they act right after you, after your turn.
Yeah.
So,
Then, first of all, I'm going to use my spirit totem,
mm-hmm.
and
Which
I
the
wanted to flavor this a bit, so I'm not summoning the unicorn spirit, but I'm summoning the equivalent of that,
mm-hmm.
and it has a 60 feet range with a 30-foot radius. So
Gotcha.
to summon it right there.
Where?
Let's see.
Where?
Can there.
So
Can
30 feet. Right there. Like that?
yeah. I can move
Yep.
it next turn. So
Gotcha.
also then as an action, I'm going to spawn a. Let's see, what do I have in my bag of tricks? I'm going to summon a Fawn Slinger. I have
Gotcha.
the. Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to send you the stat block since I assume you don't have all of those
Probably
on
not. We
top of your head.
probably should have imported them. It's fine. No. We'll just use a little guy. Word. Okay. Well, let me
Yeah,
let me
but
let me
basically same spot over there.
same spot. Gotcha. Boom. Do you want to describe how it
Amazing.
looks like?
Yes. Basically, what Sevik is doing is he grabs out a little pouch that has some greenery growing out from it, opens it up, and the thing basically catches in a magical gust of wind and flies over there before sprouting into this, yeah, basically almost four-legged flower. Had It
A
has
flower.
green, what? It has red petals and basically has protruding vines that it uses as feet to waddle around. And it
Got it.
also has a ranged attack, which it would like to to use since it is its turn now.
All right. So we'll move. Speed does it have? 10 feet.
Yeah,
Great. Moves there. Uh,
and it has a 30.
30 feet. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
On that.
is it 30 or 30, 60?
Or range 30 feet.
Okay.
If you're looking at thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
In that case,
you can make an attack roll.
yeah. Let's see, that is +3. So I'm gonna roll that. D20 plus 3. 19.
Okie dokie, that does hit. Roll the damage, please.
Right, that is 2d6 plus 1. Neat.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, it basically closes up its petals and spits out this barky stinger.
You see, even from this now that you're closer, this seemingly like small flower humanoid thing.
No, it's
I
not
mean
humanoid. It's
not
like
humanoid, but like
bunched up vines with a flower on top, and like the vines
is
uh, grow out at 4 places to waddle about.
yeah, essentially this little small flower that has taken shape, and you're kind of like, what the hell? and then you see this like thorny whip just extend from it as it like slashes the shoulder of this minotaur. Alrighty. I'm assuming that's all it can do.
Yep.
Got it. It is the prince's turn. And he is if I can find this character sheet, there it is. Going to attack twice with his longsword. Good. Damn, okay, 23. And a 21. You see this, he pulls out this blade and now you see it a bit clearer. It is decorated with this like emerald vines that are growing along the side of it, almost creating a hilt. And the rest is detailed in gold, but the blade itself is this very bright silver metal. It seems to not be just an ordinary blade. As he strikes twice, slashing this minotaur across the chest, holding his side with the other hand where he's been hit. So was any a 9? No, it was. All right. Yeah, he strikes the minotaur twice, and it seems to do a pretty good hit on him. God. Boundary. Okay, we're good. We're good. Fake crisis. We're fine. It stopped responding for a second, and I saw life flash before my eyes. Anyways, that will be his turn. Up next is the 2 tars. One is gonna go up to here and is gonna try to grapple again. God fucking damn it. Okay. That's a 2 from him and a 9 from her as she is trying her best, dodging and weaving. You see she is using ice to gather it up on the bridge to create a slippery surface to kind of basically slide out of the way of this minotaur's grasp somehow. The other one is gonna stay here blocking the way, preparing an attack if anybody tries to pass by. But that's the end of the first turn. Neiman.
Can Gerard go first?
Yes, that is very true. Put him in.
I'm hoping that he gets within melee of the guy, so I have sneak attack. I believe in him.
Let's see. Let's do an athletics check. Gerard, shall we? +0. Okay. We'll say he does get within melee of the Minotaur, and he is going to do, as I check the character sheet, he is going to do 2 attacks. Spear. Why not? Oh, nice. That is a 17. Let me put it on public. There you go. God
Nope.
damn.
That was not public, by the way.
Huh? Oh. I'm on public roar. Is it because I'm the GM and it's automatically always gonna be? Yeah, you see the spear lunges into the side of this minotaur. He kind of but he did have a prepared attack to anyone who approaches. So he will try to strike Gerard back. So
that could kill him. I feel like I have to say that because Max isn't here.
Unfortunately, it does not hit.
No, you're public.
There we go. Foundry having a who knows? But he fortunately misses. So, Niemand, it is your go now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll say
I'm
you
gonna
get
stop
about
with
to
it like
right here.
where? Okay, wait, let me put my token there.
Right.
Boop.
You're so
There I am. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna shoot the guy.
Go for it.
Shocking, I know.
Let's see it.
But before I do that, I'm gonna use my flip of the coin ability. What is 2? God damn it. Okay. That's not good. But that for the uninformed means that I have to add a -d8 to my attack. But that's okay. It's probably not. I'm lying.
You
This is not
see Neiman like flip this coin and go, damn it.
Ooh, that might still hit.
That
18.
does hit, yeah. Roll for the damage.
Did it subtract? Yeah, it did subtract this. Nice, nice. Okay, so since Gerard is within meeting, I get to add sneak attack.
Yes.
I've forgotten how to do damage. How do I do damage?
You click on the damage underneath the short.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. How to?
In the chat, you have the
now it appeared. Yeah, it wasn't there. I think it might have been. Yeah, now it's there, but it wasn't there a second ago. So okay, that, and I like sneak attack on top of that. Nice. So that's 17 points of damage.
Nice. Though these minotaurs seem to dog. That is not the number I put in. Anyways, these minotaurs seem to be very sturdy. But you're dealt pretty good damage. Anything else on your turn? Any bonus?
I'm considering. No. Well, I get okay. I'll cast guidance on myself because why not? I can do that once a day.
Bonus?
Yeah. Is guidance not a bonus action? Wait.
I don't think so.
What? That sucks. Okay, then I don't do that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it is.
No, it's an action.
Yeah, it's an action. You're right. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay, next.
Yeah, sorry. I think somebody's making sardines outside. Ew, what the fuck?
No.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to live with that till the end of the session.
No.
Then, Nerky, it is your go. You could move closer than Neiman did.
Okay. Wait. I have an issue with my token.
Technical difficulties all the time.
Yep.
Welcome to the stream.
I swear to God. I can't get. Wait. Wait the fuck.
While you do that, the child is being asked to be free, so I'll be.
Big answer. If you're first time viewer, they're talking about their cat. They don't have an actual child locked up. They might.
I remain unconvinced.
Yes, I know that sounded crazy out of context. Shut up. There's the child in question.
Help.
Help. What's happening? What's wrong? Can you not roll? Question mark? I was muted.
Yep.
Great. Well, the stream heard me. Hi, stream. So, what's the issue?
I cannot even get the token. I like before the session I actually put it in testing ground and now I can get it.
Let me try to do it for you. There you go.
Thank you. I will cast Sorcerer's Burst at the closest Minotaur. I think it reaches.
It should
There's,
reach.
yeah, the range is like 120 feet.
You're good, bro. You're
and
good. I think you could even reach this guy up here. Yeah, you could.
yeah, yeah. That's got me
Roll an
thinking.
attack, please.
Yes. I do not see what it was.
That exactly hits.
Yippee.
Now just roll for the
Um,
damage, please.
Yes.
Oh. Let me just So which type of damage do you choose?
Which one did I want? Psychic.
Ooh, okay. You want to describe how this looks like?
It's gonna be like this. What would I describe it as? Like just a splash of bluish, purplish, just going straight at the guy, the Minotaur.
All right. You see this display of colors just go straight towards him. Doesn't seem to do any apparent damage on the outside, but you see he holds his head as it's writhing in pain. Anything else on your turn? Any bonus action?
Nope.
Okie dokie. Helio,
Yeah.
are you still walking to the...
I'm running at this point.
Okay.
like, there's no point.
Okay, I think you managed to make it to somewhere about here, probably. Somewhere around there
No
at the
good.
bottom. As you're
Alright.
trying to catch up with everyone else.
I'll go right in the middle. No, what the hell can I do from here? Let me check if I can shoot from here.
Bows, yeah, most likely, yeah. They have pretty
Yeah.
long range.
Bear with me while I figure this out. It's my first time doing combat.
All good, you got this. So you just, yep, nice.
Yep.
That hits.
Good.
And now you do the damage. What to...
Which, oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's in the chat. Nice, god damn!
Let's go.
Damn! That was almost max damage.
Ooh.
13.
Beginner's luck.
Quick maths. That would be a... Yep. You see, Demeter is looking pretty bloodied after that arrow just hits it straight in the shoulder.
Let's go.
Any bonus actions? That scared
Can I,
shit
like-
out of me.
Can I order my bee to sting him? Is that something I could do?
Do an animal handling check to see if it agrees with you, because I will remind you, if it does that, it will die.
I'll find another bee, it's fine. Oh man.
It just kind of like looks at you and then goes back to sleep in the flower.
Oh man.
But do you
I
have any
tried.
spells that are bonus actions, perhaps?
None that I want to use at this point, no.
Okie dokie. Then it is back to the big Minotaur guy. Mock, I swear to God. Anyways, he is going to... You see he kind of taps his chest twice and lets out this like kind of guttural yell as his size doubles. As I figure out to do that. There we go. Bonk. As he is enlarged, and he is going to make a new attack against the knight that seems to be getting in his way. So, god damn it. Well, unfortunately, even somehow at his big ass size, he misses. As he seems to be getting used to his new height. Hi Asterion. But he can now do it again. Okay, goddamn it. Well, you see him swing twice, but with this new height, he is just going over their heads. They're basically playing the helicopter game, if you know, where they're like crouching down every time he swings. Unfortunately for him, he does fuck all. Ah, Jesus, you deal more damage than this fuck ass Minotaur. Get out of here. It is the knight's turn again. Hopefully he does something this turn too. So far, you have seen these like 3 guys at the bridge try to swing at each other, fail except for the prince. Afterwards, so it's pretty much swimming at empty. So
I'm so sorry. You're
I love Asterion. Okay. Misses with the first one again, but then decides maybe something else, and he chucks the sword towards the face. Let's see. Damn. Alright, I'll take it. 7 points of damage. Whee! But it does strike him in the face, and that Minotaur is starting to look a little bit weakened. So Sevik, it is your turn. You see the other knights that have loaded the catapults are unsure of using them, as there are many people near and on the bridge now. So
Alrighty. First of all, I'd like to use my bonus action to move my thingy
the spirit, yeah,
to
gotcha.
over here.
Like this? I don't know how much.
I can move it 60 feet. I'd like to move it so that I got all the allies in the radius.
Got you. Well,
Minus my Thornslinger.
there you go. I think that's about right.
Yeah, sorry, I put a radius over there. I just apparently nobody can see it.
Oh, yeah, I cannot see it.
Yeah, anyway. And then I'm going to try and sprint closer to the problem.
Go for it.
I'm trying. It's not moving.
You're on the ruler.
Oh, yeah, my bad. There you go. And then I can get up till here. And that's where I am now. So my Thornslinger gets to move 10 feet closer to the problem and
to the
try.
problem. Got you. Here you go.
And yeah, it's going to sling some thorns.
Go for it.
That's a d20 plus, what did I say? Plus 3. Okay. 13.
13 unfortunately does not hit this time.
It got bigger and harder to hit, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Even if he is bigger, you see that maybe he's also gotten a bit tougher.
Yeah, no, I'm not questioning it.
Of course.
My Fawnslinger is just in utter awe and
Breaking its
accidentally
little
yeets.
flower neck to look up
Yeah.
at this beast. Okay. I'm assuming that's your go. So
That's my go, yeah.
the next is the prince. Now, before I make this action, I'm gonna ask everyone what their next action would be. So we'll go in order. Neiman, what will your next action be?
Go closer to the shore, so move further up, and
Mhm.
try and hit the other dude to try and dissuade him from grabbing the lady again.
Okay. Nerky.
I would also move forward, but like somewhere like between, like closer to Gerard, and probably trying to hit all like the Minotaur at the beginning of the bridge, the one like smaller in the bridge, and the large one, because scorching ray.
Okay. Helia.
He'd probably take off his cloak at this point and fly up to shoot the Minotaur on the bridge, the smaller one, not the fucking larger one.
And Savik.
Sevik would move in closer so that he can start casting healing words on either the prince or the guards.
Got it. Now Helia as well. If you can roll a perception check, because you were the only one to notice it before. Damn. Well, to be fair, you did let the others know, so Nerky and Neiman can roll perception checks too.
Yes, I see.
No way.
I see.
I feel like this is gonna be like a common trend in this campaign. You guys will not see, indeed.
The bangs over my eyes.
Then, Civic, you can also roll me a perception check just to see in order who will notice. Just.
All right. Let's see. Do I see?
Okay.
I do not.
Oh my god.
We'll say Nerky is the
Welcome.
first to sense it. As you're all going in for your next round of attacks, you see the prince is raising his blade, and most likely this attack will be the one to finish off, or at least knock down, the Minotaur. As almost in this like slow moment of anticipation, as you guys are running forward trying to help Gerard take care of this Minotaur, you're like on the verge of flying up, lifting off of the ground. So you're also running towards the bridge, and you see as the blade meets the body of this Minotaur, it is about to cut through, and then there's this loud ping noise for a second, like boom, almost like something falling into water, as you see almost like the blade is stuck in place right before it hits, and then the Minotaur slowly starts growing. It almost like it feels like he's turning into stone, but instead of it being stone, his body is being slowly enwrapped and involved in these very kind of light blue vines. that the more they crawl up, the more they're flower. And this is happening. You feel like you are in slow motion as this is happening, as at a fast rate he is just being enveloped. You see the prince is struggling against, like he's trying to pull the blade down, and then you see now revealing itself, floating in midair, no wings, nothing, just standing there, is somebody that is just with two fingers holding his blade. What seems to be a teenage old girl with blonde hair tied back into two long braids, wearing this almost like kind of bardic outfit with blues and pinks and greens across her face, across her clothing. There is two small horns that seem kind of sheep like almost going out from her head, and she has a kind of like a carnival mask on her face as she's just kind of leaned forward holding the blade, and all of you can hear her voice. Ah, ah, ah. No, 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 no. Let's not ruin this day with this, shall we? And she lets go, and you see he kind of like stumbles back, as there was more strength to that than she probably showed off. Helio, you can sense the same feeling from before as you hear this ringing of bells around them. As you see, on like the pant of their leg, they have these like little bells on them. And you find this odd because you know that bells usually cause harm to Faye.
Yeah. Oh.
As she's doing that, you see another person appear on the other side of the bridge, also floating in midair, in a similar attire to her, but seems to be more court-like. But his appearance is a lot. He has long, kind of dark blue hair falling over his face. This kind of muted, indifferent, maybe even tired expression on his face, as he looks around. All this mess. We wanted to bring news at a slightly more joyous occasion. So, and he waves his hand, and the two minotaurs that you guys were fighting, the other two, also get mummified in these vines. But with his hand doing it, instead of the flowers being pink, they're more blue and purple. All of you roll me perception checks, please. And Helia, you can roll a history check instead. With advantage, please.
Oh my god, I actually see something!
You actually see.
Oh no, wait for it.
Are we. Did everyone know? Ah,
Oh, wow.
nice.
Oh,
Let's go.
Just give me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. God damn it. Alright, well, if you hear her jumping on my shoulder and me screaming, you know what it is. The rest of you see people looking at these two in awe, like just wide-eyed disbelief. Helio, you kind of look at them, and for a second you're like, who the fuck? But you recall from stories before that these two are creatures known as Children of Gamayun, and they appear throughout history, bringing omens, news, and they only appear at certain important events. They do not just show themselves often or willy-nilly. When they appear, it means something big is about to happen. There is some change, whether good or bad, is unknown. But they have made their appearances throughout history, and besides their childlike appearance, you know that these fays are probably hundreds, if not thousands, of years old.
Alright. Oh.
The rest of you, well, including Hila, you see them fly up. The girl pulls out what seems to be a little harp and she strums it, and you see everywhere around you, at least where there is grass, flowers start blooming of all kinds of different colors, specifically, though, summer flowers. Hear now, children of Feyre, let this day not be marked by bloodshed, but by your bravery, by your resilient spirit. The bells of fate have already rang, and they sing of your freedom. Flames of a dark one loom around the corner, but let it not strike fear. Oh, children, do not weep. Brighter skies are ahead of us. So today, sing, dance, and rejoice once more. It is your heart that they can never take. And both of them turn around in unison towards the prince now. Fly a little bit closer to him. To the prince and his white wolves, as always, the embassy of the summer court sends their warmest regards, and they do a slight curtsy bow. And both of them, the girl playing and the boy singing, start playing this very cheerful tune that is a bit jarring at first, as 2 or 3 minotaurs have just been mummified in these plants like beings, but you see the people kind of shake out of that and start to celebrate. Specifically, let me see who rolled. Niemand. You see the half-elven woman that's kind of closer to you now as you've run up ahead. She looks amazed. She's looking in at these two creatures in like wonderment. Like you see her eyes are filled with like a shine where before she was very kind of on guard. She is just starstruck with them. And you hear or even like kind of read her lips as she says something. I will write to you what it is.
Secrets.
Mostly because I know you will also ask me how to spell this, so.
Do you have any idea what that means?
You can presume with an 18 that perhaps this is a different name for them. I will
Gotcha.
tell you the translation because this is a name your mother would have used for them.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my god, I can't type. How do
Damn,
you
that's a
spell?
long translation.
There you go.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Newman also looks a bit in awe at their appearance, and especially after seeing those words uttered, he's looking at them with a different gaze. Or like someone would look at a fairy tale, I guess.
You see they're kind of making their way in the sky, dancing towards the inner parts of the city as people that were kind of gathered up on the walls follow them. What do you guys do? As you see, let me just remove these guys because they're honors.
I mean, I guess leave.
Where?
Grab Leo, get into the city. I mean, just sort of just wave over to Leo, be like, "Come over. It's over."
You can see that he
Yeah.
was nearby, like emotional support. As soon as you guys started running over, you couldn't hear him, but he was like cheering you guys on. But
Aw,
you
that's
see as the
nice.
kind of the guards and the prince kind of like process what has just happened in front of them. They look around to both sides uh of the bridge, and they kind of motion for you to come over as the two of them also towards they also motion you over, Sevik, as well. Do you approach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Sevik?
And I'm also, while we're walking over there, I'm gonna mumble to Gerard, "Okay, please be nice. This is the prince, the guy leading the rebellion. Please be nice. Thank
Yeah, I'll let you
you."
guys do the talking.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Then, yeah, as soon as we reach, I'm gonna do a curtsy, gonna bow, slight bow. Your Majesty, it's an honor.
You hear he was kind of mid conversation with the half elven woman, but he kind of turns to you. Please, no need for curtsy with me. It's all fine. I should be thanking you for helping out there.
Well, it appeared you had the situation well handled, but it was an honor. Yeah, we loved helping.
Are you being honest?
No,
Roll a deception check, please. Unless you're being purposefully sarcastic.
no, he's you know,
Interesting.
the way you pretend to be. Yeah, sure, I love doing this. You know.
Oh, he kind of
Uh-oh.
looks you up and down with like a kind of like a slightly nervous smile. Was like, right, of course. Well, I don't want any of you civilians getting hurt, but you seem to all handle yourselves pretty well in combat. Not often that you see spellcasters, and looks towards Nerky.
Oh, grins awkwardly and just
Are any of you hurt at all?
nope.
Okay, good. That is good. Wouldn't want you getting hurt on my behalf. This feels stupid, but Prince Anton, nice to meet you, and he puts his hand out for a handshake. Sorry, with all this fighting going on, I've forgotten formalities.
Very cute, gonna shake
It
the
feels I'm
hand.
taking it, I'll take it. Sure.
Kind
Just
of like,
one after the other, like.
it's like you see, he's so glad that somebody actually shook his hand, and then just You see this entire time the elven lady is kind of like giving him a side eye, but not in like a judgmental way, more like, oh Jesus, you're such a mess way. And then she turns to all of you. Yes, um, I am very glad that all of you are okay and help. Thank you for helping with this quite intense situation. Lady Ariana, and she does a curtsy. Pleasure to meet all of you, though you seem familiar, and she looks to Neiman and Gerard.
Oh, yes, we passed through the city about a week ago. Indeed, we had business in Savan. And it appears to have been an exciting week for the city. But we're glad it cleared up now.
Yes, I'm not very happy about it. I can't believe I let that slip. That won't happen again, so you don't have to worry about cleaning up my messes, that is for sure. But you are most welcome in my city. Well, our city, she looks towards Anton. Please, feel welcome to. I'm pretty sure there is apparently a celebration going on, and I am quite most interested to see where it will go. So if you will, kind of looks towards the mummified minotaurs. I'm sure that will take care of itself.
As you all look to the mummified minotaurs, you would see Savick standing there attempting to like gather samples or some sprouts.
What is he? No, I actually don't want to know. Right, then, on to the city. We have people to meet. Did Puck mention a name? Did Puck say who we were supposed to meet? I just ask into the round.
Some bards, wasn't it? And another person?
Do you
No
say
clue.
the name out loud?
Bards. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
roll me an
say
insight
Puck out
check.
loud. Ooh. Who am I inciting?
Okay. Nothing.
Oh boy, no one!
Um, you kind of walk past, and the prince and Lady Ariana lead the way. So are you actually gathering the plants from the mummified minotaurs?
Yes, I am.
Okay, roll me a quick nature check,
Oh my
please.
God.
Yeah, sure. Nature. There you go. Oof.
You try to kind of like pull apart any part, but these are like tightly wrapped. Stop biting me! Anyways, tightly wrapped vines. And you cannot seem to like it seems to have fused with whatever's left inside. It is almost impossible to break them free. These do not seem like your typical plants per se. But I'm assuming
That's not budging.
As we walk past him, we just sort of nod, like, okay, weirdo.
Savick,
Into the city.
as you're kind of pulling at these plants as these people pass by, on your shoulder appears a little golden, yellow bird, and kind of cocks its head towards you, and you hear a voice speak out. Yes, hello. About the letter I sent you, seems that your companions have moved forward. A puck, by the way. See, they we made this deal that essentially they don't really like want to see me yet, and I intend to keep that part of the deal on the fact that I'm just a guy who likes to keep his promises. Definitely not because they were rude last time. But you just passed them by, and honestly, I do not want to spend more time explaining what this whole thing is about. So if you could go catch up with them and chat to them about your whole thing, they already know where you have to go, and I'm quite busy, man. So
Um,
if you would.
the princess group or those random strangers?
Oh, those random strangers. The two poorly dressed ones, and then the only one who does know how to dress.
Yeah, I see them.
Yes, so run along. And then if you have any questions, I'm here, but I will stay in this form as to not provoke them. Sensitive bunch.
Well, sure then. Hey, hello. You guys. I couldn't
Yes.
help but overhear that you are on your way to this city by means of a letter.
No, not quite. Why? I don't.
Uh, because I have a letter and I'm supposed to meet you.
Oh, you mean that letter? No, the letter that told us to go to the savannah. It doesn't matter. Yes, I guess we were supposed to meet someone here. You were sent by who exactly?
Puck.
Ah,
Uh,
okay, perfect.
yeah.
Welcome.
You all notice the little yellow bird on his shoulder. Not unusual, just seems like a nightingale, perhaps. But it does this almost like sit-eating grin at you, just like a little smile, squints, and then flies away.
Who is that cutie?
I don't particularly know all birds.
Okay. Weird.
Right. Well,
Yeah, no, it's out of
since
hearing
you
distance.
are
That was
Ola's
not,
companion,
I think.
it's quite the pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. I'm Neiman. What is your name?
Sevik. You may call me Sevik.
All right. It's a pleasure. And I gesture for the others to introduce themselves too.
Gerard.
I'm nerdy.
Helium?
You all kind of introduce yourselves as you're walking inside of the city. And we're gonna take a small break there before you head in and explore. So I forgot that I need to do the be right back screen now. It doesn't magically happen. So we will be back in 5, 10, I don't know, however long it takes us to piss slash drink water. Alright, be right back, bye, 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 be right back. Nyom,
Yum, yum.
nyom.
Oh,
Alright, let's mute
nice.
this. And we're back! Yay! Yippee! So you guys are walking in the city. To Neiman, to you it is familiar, but to everyone else, this city is mostly there's not as many normal houses. There's almost like every house is like a almost fort like. Everything is very square or hexagonal and mostly made out of brick or stone or clay. So there is some elements of wood here and there, but this place seems like very stable. Like this will not, if there was a tornado, this thing would probably be unbothered. Nothing would get thrown around. A solid foundation. But despite the very gray kind of base to it, it is still decorated with color, especially now, even more than before when you were there, Neiman. There's kind of celebratory little, what are they called? The like little triangle pieces you put up between lampposts and stuff.
Gallants? Is that the English word? No, I
Sure.
don't think it is.
Say
Yeah.
before people whose first language is not English. Sure, yeah, like little there's flowers being planted everywhere, little trees. Um Generally like little maypoles placed around. You can see there's a bit of hustle and bustle now. There's still music playing in um but you four are kind of, or five of you now, sorry, are walking talking amongst each. If you would all like to describe your character to
Do you want me to
sure,
start?
go ahead.
Basically, Nerky is 160 centimeter tall ASMR. I mean, there's no like obvious signs that they're an ASMR. With kind of not like I would say bob length hair, black hair with a few white stripes, and they're also their skin is pretty dark, but they have vitiligo, which lightens it, and you can also see that wherever the vitiligo is their hair is basically like white or blondish, and they're wearing giant blue robes that are like a bit too big for them, like they stole it from someone, and and they have a, I think, quarterstaff, was it? I don't know the difference between staffs, but yeah, that's basically what they look like.
All right. Leonie, you would like to describe me?
Yes, Niemand is a very pompously dressed character. Well, no, not necessarily pompously, fancily dressed character. The clothes he wears are clearly well made and they're clearly well taken care of. Currently he's probably in like a dark red blouse and tight black jeans, tight black pants, like nicely made shoes on top of it. And he is a human. He has green, very short hair that accompanied by dark gray, almost green tattoos that run alongside the jaws, his jaw and down his neck. Seem to be a floral pattern at the moment. And yeah, a human. He has green, very gray eyes, and just a polite smile that always seems to be fixed on his face whenever someone speaks to him. And then, if you pay close attention, as soon as people stop talking to him, it's just neutral expression immediately.
And Sophie?
He'll use a really short, kind of toddler-sized fairy. He has cicada-looking brownish wings. Fluffy, messy, almost white hair. Glasses are too big on his face. and some standard clothes. Y'all described clothes. I'm gonna do it as well, but it's nothing nothing special. Yeah.
All right. And then Arnie, if you would like to describe how Sevik looks like.
All right. Sevik is of rather common size, like 170, maybe on the lower side of that. He has brownish blonde hair, long hair that he has tied back in a loose ponytail. He generally looks a bit disheveled, poorly taken care of, has stubble's not a full beard, but it's clear that he doesn't shave as regularly as he maybe should. One of his eyes is bandaged over. You can't see it. The other one is a piercing green. He wears basically baggy clothes underneath in earthy colors, greens, browns, blacks, with a brown lab coat looking coat above that. And the entire thing is riddled with pockets, some seemingly having actual plants growing out of there, visible by little sprouts. And in his hand is also a staff, or what looks more like a walking stick that is almost entirely encroached on by what's the word? Ivory.
You would also notice the little creature you had summoned is like following along, just walking by your side.
Yeah, it's still waddling about with no directions.
It doesn't seem to be fully sentient, but yeah, it is just following you around.
So you're a caster then, Sevik. That's a good addition. You're sort of half casters, have non-casters at this point.
Yes, I am. I noticed you shoot people.
Yes, I shoot people, precisely. And I stab them when need. Though I prefer to keep my distance.
Same. I usually try to leave the fighting to these guys here. And points at a wobbling, viney creature.
Ah, yes. And I prefer to usually leave the fighting to this guy here, and he points at Ledograd, the equally wobbling figure.
Gives you a side eye at that comment.
Oh, before I forget, and Sevik would walk into the center of where his Spirit Totem aura was, and quickly collects a small, almost translucent flower. Mostly unassuming, but when he picks it up, the aura vanishes, and he stuffs it back into a pocket.
You pick it
These
up.
are very hard to grow.
Well, they're certainly nice to look at, very pretty, and seem to be highly magical, so that's always advantageous, I guess.
They are, and they're so useful. They heal just by being near them. They require a bit of magical energy to do that, but oh well. Just I haven't been able to make my own one. This one is from my mother. In any case,
Do you
pleasure
guys
to meet
walk
you.
straight into the city, or do you go anywhere in specific, or are you just walking around?
Puck, did Puck only tell us that we're supposed to be two bards and the last member of the party? And did he mean those two areas?
I don't know.
Swear
Did
to God.
he? Who knows, guys? Context
Yeah,
clues.
I wonder. Okay, wait. No, actually, while we're walking, I'm gonna ask Sevig. Did Puck perchance give you any more specific instructions as to who we are to meet in the city?
Did he?
Nope. He just told you that these guys will tell you everything.
Ah,
I've no idea. The bird told me that I'm supposed to meet with you guys, though he described you somewhat unsavourily, and that
Huh.
you know everything and would tell me.
well.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, he did tell us some bits, but I do not think we know the entire picture. But since we just saw those two lovely beings, it does seem likely that we are supposed to approach them, doesn't it? And even sort of looks around at everybody.
It would seem so, yeah. Maybe.
Well, then I guess we must wait
Let's
until we get a
find
chance
other
to grab an
birds.
audience.
What did you say? Sorry.
Unless we find two other birds. I don't know.
Yeah, everything's possible. I guess let's just find a place to stay for the night, and once they're less busy, we can attempt to get an audience.
Can you guys roll me perception checks? See if you can find a decent tavern.
Blind.
I don't
Hmm.
perceive
What
shit.
Ah.
up
What
there
is
to
happening?
That is
dancing?
perception, or no? I'm going to be then.
Yeah.
I'm going to be homeless. Oh, never mind.
Savik or Savior.
I have I singular.
I love that the person with one eye is seeing the best. That's great. And
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he's also been in the city, so he possibly is already staying
Yeah.
somewhere, you know?
you kind of guide the new party of people you have along to a tavern that you have found decent. It is a bit of a walk away, but you know that it's probably one of the more decent ones. Um, Especially because some are still being reconstructed, reopened. But as you are walking along, you've noticed that the music from that has been present the entire time as you're walking for this half an hour, has died down a bit. You can still hear it, but it is not as ever present as before. Presumably, some people might have continued the music, but the one coming from the two beings is gone now. But you do catch just a bit off path from where you're going to the tavern a sound of bells. And this is only for 7.
Sorry, I may have distracted myself.
Oh, good. Did you catch what I said?
You hear bells from an alley.
kind of zoned out after you guide them to a tavern.
Oh, good.
There's
Essentially,
bells
you
from an
heard
alley.
bells down alleyway. The same ones you heard before.
Weren't the Fae walking around with those bells? I think I hear him over there.
Gift horses and stuff. Yes, let's check it out, I presume.
Yeah.
Scary out, sure.
It's not a scary alleyway, it's an alleyway.
Yeah, that's what you say now.
Jeez Louise. There's a white van with free candy written on it at the end of this fucking alley. Jesus Christ. That is a very Fae thing to do.
It's just someone standing there with a tiny little bell.
You walk down the alley and kind of in this one opening between buildings, which seems to be kind of almost like a little abandoned courtyard. You see both of them. One is sitting on what seems to be one of those like little raised gardens. She is kind of kicking her feet back and forth. While the other one is just pacing back and forth, deep in thought about something. But as you approach, both of their heads just instantaneously turn towards you. They don't say anything, they just look at you.
Oh.
The three of you spoke at the same time. Sorry, what?
Do they at least turn around, or do they just do an owl head turn?
It's not an owl head turn, but like almost like their heads like and body like snap towards your direction, and like instantaneously in the same manner, like they're in sync, but they look towards you. You said hello, Turkey?
Yeah.
You see the dark blue-haired one just kind of looks at you, then looks away and keeps pacing. The other one kind of smiles, sits up. Hello.
Hello. I think we were supposed to be meeting you, potentially. We were sent by a fellow acquaintance of ours.
You were? Ooh.
She sort of shrugs like, might as well. A gentleman named Puck.
Okay. So, what did you want out of this meeting? Did you just want to meet us? Task completed. Unless it was something else. What did you want to ask? And she's just walking
it
up
is
closer.
an honor to meet the two of you. And Nima does a small little curtsy. More respectful seeming than he even did to the prince, but still just a small acknowledgement of what he knows they are, or suspects they are. And just sort of, we have unsavory business with the hag, and we were told you'd potentially have information on the location of the things that could help us in taking care of this business.
Bad business with a hag, my oh my. You have gotten yourself into a bit of trouble. A hag. There's many of them. Which one?
In for a pound or
Oris,
whatever they
Oris,
say.
get over here. You have
The
to
Whisper
hear
Mother.
this. They got in trouble with the hag. And she kind of beckons him over. You see that his interest is piqued and he walks over, but he still has kind of like a deadpan, tired expression on his face. What did you say? Sorry, say it again.
The Whisper Mother. At least that's the name we were taught she goes by in these parts.
I haven't heard that name in quite a while. Wow, you're unlucky. Our mother hasn't been very kind to you.
Yes, thank you.
Not the Whisper Mother, but Fate. If you've somehow crossed paths with a hag like that. How did you do that?
Yes. Well, thank you for your condolences.
You people of this plane never cease to surprise us. Interesting. But you want our help. With locating things to help you.
Well, maybe a bit more specifically with locating people. 2 people specifically. Or, well, beings.
2 beings. Okay, now we're getting closer. I'm surprised. I was told you usually don't speak in riddles. I've gotten criticism that is only something we do. But I do smell a little bit of something on you. A little something from us.
I couldn't know what you mean. But I do think you know what I'm talking about already. But if you want me to speak clearly, I obviously can. We were told by Puck that there are other hags, and that those other hags, if we were to meet them and persuade them or violently persuade them, they could give us things that would help us get rid of the hag that cursed us or took away stuff from us or, well, crossed our paths.
I think I know what our dear Puck has been referring to, although I don't like him cashing in favors without asking us directly first. So rude as.
Yeah, he did seem quite rude when we met him.
Some would say it's in his nature, but quite odd for a Fae. We're usually quite charismatic, at least from what I've heard. Well, then, to explain what your friend has meant, also we're not friends. He's lame. What you're looking for is something like this, and she like does a similar trick to what you did, but an illusion appears in her hands of what seems to be this kind of triangle made out of a tiger's eye, and it has a hole in the middle. Presumably, if you want to get rid of it, you have to go to the source of it. And to get to the source, you need something like this from the 2 people you're looking for. Now, you might need to take them by force or ask them to give it to you or borrow it, whatever it is you want to do with it. None of my business. The 2 hags that I know of that for whatever reason reside in this place are the Green Witch and the Slake Witch. Now, one of them is a lot friendlier than the other in your terms, I suppose. We.
And I'm guessing that's the Snake Witch then. I joke.
Oh, Lake Witch, not Snake.
Oh. Well, that does sound a lot nicer.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
You hear the boy speak up. We aren't supposed to necessarily intervene or reveal such things. However, doesn't mean we're not allowed to nudge you in the right direction. We can't tell you where they are, but you have better chances going to the Green Witch. And there is a being that is close to her that might be able to help you sway. Though he's quite the introverted type, if you will, alone.
And you couldn't happen to point us in the direction of this introverted, potentially helpful person?
Well, we could definitely not tell you that this person lives somewhere in the Grove Forest. The Grove Forest is protected by him, and we definitely cannot tell you that many people call this being.
No, no, of course you couldn't tell us any of that.
No, of course not.
No.
That would be a breach of code and conduct, wouldn't it?
Yes. Well, then it's very good that you didn't tell us any of this.
Yes, very good. Now you might need to show that you're not a threat to his forest if you wish to speak to him. He is a master of disguise, and he has drawn some people mad, so.
Oh.
Hey, Weary. Oh, yes, I still remember our first encounter with him. He was not happy with us, but then Mother wasn't really happy with him. I think they're fair and square now.
Oh, thank you for the information you did not tell us. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us, at least.
You're very most not welcome. But why the whole bowing and stuff? The rest of them don't do it. Why you?
I have been told stories by my mother, and if any of them hold truth, then it is only proper for me to bow in your presence.
Aw, that's cute. Pats you on the head a little bit patronizingly.
Okay. Wild. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep.
Aw, I wish we could spend more time with you mortals. You're so fun and weird. That's a good thing. It's better than being boring. Our lives are so interesting but so short. Sad.
Ah. Yes, indeed.
Well, we're excited to see what you do with the upcoming days. A new time, a new era. Always so many new stories come up. I wonder what will be yours. You seem like the interesting one. To come across a whisper mother and stay alive. That's already quite a feat.
Yeah. Nick is gonna
Back
turn around and leave.
towards look. You see
No,
here
again.
that the other one, the male, has been kind of eyeing you up and down. Your village chief hasn't really reported to anyone for quite a while. Happen to know any about?
No.
No, to Helio.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, what?
Sorry, my bad. I don't think it picked up when I said
I'm so
Helio.
confused.
Wait. Huh?
I guess you don't know. Never mind. Well, we've overstayed, Betty. It was nice meeting you, although we don't know your name. Good. Smart that you didn't tell us. Anyways, have fun, whatever it is that you're doing. Although, can't say how likely it is that you'll survive. Either way, good luck. Maybe we meet again, who knows? All right,
It would be done.
bye. She kind of waves in your face, like right in front of it. Oh, is that not how you do it? Sorry, it's been a bit, maybe a few 100 years. You guys change your greetings all the time. I'm still handling all of this waving stuff. All right, bye. Gives you a hug and walks away, just like, and you see him, and walks along, kind of drags his feet across the ground to follow her. As you see them just kind of dissipate into thin air as they walk to any direction, really. They seem to be mindlessly walking.
Right. Okay. Awesome.
Oh.
So the Grove Forest. Has any of us been there? Any of you? Have any of us been there, DM?
Helio,
Yeah,
you have been there.
I have.
You have been mostly kind of on the outer layer of this forest, but it is your home.
Yeah.
You can roll a history check if you would like on the person they mentioned, the Lesh.
Yeah. Do that. Oh wow.
You know that your people mostly keep to themselves. Your village is tucked away. And you haven't really heard of them ever interfering in any kind of other Fey politics per se. But you have been made aware that there is a being deeper inside the forest that has kind of claimed its own territory per se. And it is this being called Leshim by the common. It is some kind of nature for spirit. It mostly never encroach near your village, but you know he is powerful, potentially dangerous, but not unreasonable. You know from stories of passing by humans that if there was anything that any kind of outside force that has tried to somehow harm or damage the goods, they would be quickly and swiftly dealt with without any traces left behind them.
Okay. Yes, Neem and I live pretty close to the forest, so you know, just we should be careful, but we should be fine. I think with who we have in the group, we should be all right. Hopefully.
That's excellent news. That means you can guide us.
I can do my best, yeah.
Wonderful. How long is it to travel there? How long would you say do we take? Is it worth it to spend the night here? Do we leave immediately, even though I really don't want to. What would you say?
What would I say to him?
From Ledograd, let's say, it would take you about, well, if you're taking a cart, would be a week at best. If you're walking on foot, with the forest being the way it is, depending on if you would stop in the village first and then go inside, or just go straight into the forest, 2 maybe 3 weeks even.
Yeah, we should find some place to stay. It's gonna take a while. A week,
Okay.
2, 3, 4. It's a long time.
Whoa, but that's long. Would it help if we rented a cart again, or if we, I don't know, bought some horses, something of the
absolutely.
sort? Okay. Well, then I guess it's just a matter of, do we want to spend the night in the city and enjoy the comforts of it before we make our way to the forest? Or do we leave immediately, since we have the information and the personnel we came to acquire?
We can do a vote again.
All right. Gerard?
Well, since we're in the city, I wouldn't mind also grabbing supplies, especially with, the money we got.
Yes,
And if
all
we're
right.
dealing with this
So you're voting stay night?
or a day or two, wouldn't mind gaining more information on this
Alright.
guy or
Fair enough. I guess this curse business makes me a bit hasty. Nuki, your vote.
I'm also for staying.
All right. Savik.
Savik is muted.
Savik does not want to vote.
Abstain.
I've been staying here a while since all the siege business.
Savik is just like. Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, supplies. Let's do that.
All right. Well, I guess we don't need to ask the two of us, as we've already been outvoted, even if we wanted to vote otherwise. Excellent. Then, Savik, you were showing us to a hotel. Let's continue with that,
Yes.
and we can keep our eyes out on the way.
On the hotel part, you might want to dial down your expectations.
All right. I'll do that.
You guys find a nice tavern. You've been staying there for a bit, Savik, so you already have a room, but you can rent a few more. The rest of them. It would be.
I mean, how big is Savik's room?
I'm assuming he got it for one person, so just depends who's gonna pay for this. Because you
I
can
don't
get
know.
2 rooms with 2 beds.
I clearly got my room for me and 12 summons. So
Yes, of course. Totally. That you would have out
it's
at all
just me
times.
and my plants.
Jesus.
We can grab 2 more rooms. I mean, we were given gold, so I think that should be fine.
Uh,
Neiman still has Gerard, so he's gonna
It would
pay with Gerard's
be
money.
2 silver for each room, so 4 in total. If you want breakfast and lunch included, then it would be 5.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, Neiman is paying with Gerard's gold, so. No, I'm just gonna pay for the room Gerard and Neiman are gonna share. Nerky and Tilio, I imagine, also have the gold still,
Yeah.
so they can pay for their own.
Yes.
You
And Neiman is also immediately handing another piece of silver back to the owner and going, and if you could prepare a bath just in one of the rooms, that would be absolutely brilliant.
they nod. They start preparing some nice a nice bubble bath for you. With they sprinkle in some flowers in there. They seem to be in a good mood today. This is an upgrade
Nice.
from the last tavern you were in. It is quite decent. It's not like anything super fancy, but there seems to be more structure to it. Less of a dead tree in the middle of the room. Just like your standard tavern. There is not much notable about it per se. There is a new addition, which is these blue banners with the mark of a white wolf on them placed. But you guys go upstairs to your room, or do you kind of sit down at the table and talk? Because they're
Not me. I'm chilling.
saying all of this stuff about finding pieces and 2 more hags, and you're like, I was only made aware of one. You do not understand half of the things that they have said in that previous conversation.
Yeah, Savic's sitting there ranting about, I knew of one hag, one. I didn't even know her name until now.
I feel like Gerard and him are gonna get so along.
Yep.
Yeah, Zoro's probably just like, yeah, I know, right? Demon's up in his room having a bath, so I'm not there. You guys can
Also,
deal with that.
didn't the letter say go to 7? I was on my way there, got stuck in a siege, and now you're here.
Well,
It is what it is.
Not that it do be like that sometimes. Does
What do you
anyone
think he was
explain to
masturbating?
Sevik what has been said in the past 5, technically?
basically, we had the one hag, yeah. And then we learned that we have to get through the other two in order to get through the forest, to get to the first one that's now the third one. Um, and yeah, yeah, we just got to do it. I don't know.
What kind of situation is that anyway? Like, is it like a toll house situation? Like you have to pass here to get there?
Well, we were kind of just sent here to find you and to find more information that I don't know anymore. What is going around?
So basically, the only person who knows anything at all is Puck.
Yep. And he's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bitch who doesn't say much. So, you know.
Yeah, I had one talk with him. Came as a bird and told me you would tell me anything.
Wait, Puck was the bird?
Yep. He didn't want to talk to you though. Said you were rude.
We're rude. Holy fuck, I hate him. Alright, cool.
Not holding back Gerard anymore. Nope.
Gerard is just seething in his chair, just hold me back, Nima, hold me back.
Not holding him back.
Alright, so after we get to the hag that we have to kill, we're gonna kill Puck as well, right? We're all agreed on that?
I feel like you guys are gonna shank him the next time you see
Oh,
him.
I barely know the guy.
I
That way, good.
Yeah.
You don't want to know him better. Trust.
It's just Nemeth upstairs in his bath, just being like, "Oh, I'm getting a weird feeling. Are they making bad plans? Nah, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's nothing." And relaxes back into it.
So, I will ask you guys to tell me. You'll basically have a day to, or however long you want to take in this city. There's places you can visit. I will send a list after the session, but start thinking about what you might want to do. You might also, if there's, while you're still, you have the conversation. Anything else you guys want to chat about before going?
Not really.
Too angry from talking about Puck. Just gonna sleep.
Angry sleeping.
Yeah, I feel like the conversation just shifted to party ranting about Puck to
Yeah.
Savick.
See, that
Just
was
convincing Savick that
probably
he's
just
supposed to
told
hate the
you-
guy.
They probably just told you about the test he put us through, where he endangered this innocent village people and this teenage girl that almost died, who lost her shadow and then was unconscious for a month. And yeah, so they told you a lot of shit.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Gerard will probably emphasize that he did not end up fighting him in a duel that he said he would.
Yep.
But all of you go to bed now. You all go to sleep, and I'm gonna ask all of you roll a d100.
Okay.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I will worry about it.
I feel like this is a good. I feel like
Uh-oh.
this is a
Oh,
good
the
moment
8
to
is gone.
ask. Do I have access to ridiculous amounts of coffee?
No, coffee is not a thing.
Unfortunate. In that case.
Oh, no, okay,
Okay,
so we got an
so-
8, a 10, a 39, and
Wait, sorry, read them out. We got a
okay, so Neiman got a 41, Hideo got an 8, Nerk got a
Mhm.
93, and sorry, Savick got a 10.
okay. I'm gonna roll for. Okay,
Okay.
good to know.
Oh, you rolled a d20.
Girl. Oh,
There we
there we go. Okay. You guys go to bed. Each in your respective rooms. Neiman, you've had a nice bubble bath. Finally, got the grime and dirt off of you. Got on a nice soft bed. Ah, the best time ever. You've had probably ever since you've been on the road. And you will all wake up in the morning. And that's where we'll end for today. I don't want us to go too far without Max yet.
But the rolls!
Don't worry about
You can't
it.
let us sit here for a week!
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna let you know. You're not gonna find out next week what it is about.
Cliffhanger.
This is for future reference. Anyways. Stop his face!
Dude, I got an 8. I'm terrified.
I can't tell if you were scared or like angry with me or both.
He was gonna fucking die in sleep, and you're not gonna tell me. Huey was a goat for the past 4 sessions.
No, you all wake up. No nightmares this time. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Yippee.
I just
But you have a day ahead of you. You know in which direction you're supposed to go from here on. So we'll end it here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see what the party does in the city. We won't have a session for a bit, I believe. You'll have time to think on it.
Oh.
I'm going on vacation.
Oh, me too. I keep forgetting that. I was literally going.
You'll be here too. What do you mean? But yeah,
Well.
I will be offline, and general. I believe everyone will be busy in the next month,
Yep.
technically speaking. Exams and the such. But yeah, thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you in the next session. Bye 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 bye.
Bye.